Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I've got another surplus holster review video. I know these aren't the most popular, but figure there's someone out there that might enjoy these. Unfortunately, I didn't have these holsters when I did my Beretta 92S review. I always like to get a little bit of stuff to kind of go along with my surplus firearms, you know, be it a holster or a helmet, just kind of different stuff like that I get a kick out of, especially holsters for the handguns. So now, while neither one of these is necessarily a quote-unquote correct holster for a Beretta 92S, both of these came from Classic and were used for the carabinieri, which is what they call their police. And just in case you're wondering how you can know that for sure, on the Beretta 92S, if your serial number begins with a U and ends with a Z, those were specifically made for their police force, which, from my understanding, is technically kind of part of their military. All their police forces and stuff are kind of different branches of the actual military. So just touch on that real quick. So that's the holster I was trying to find. The first one I found was this guy here. This is actually a French military holster. I got this from Sportsman Guide. I checked it a few days ago, and they did have some of these still in stock. I think they're around like $12 or something like that. They're decent holsters. As you can see, you know, this one has a fair amount of wear on it. And to be honest with you, what is that from? That, I think has been added on there since I have had it. I've got a bag that I kind of throw all my holsters in and some other random stuff. And I think that might be some paint for my Swiss, my Swiss helmet. I did a review on that. That's what I'm going to guess happened there. So, you know, minus that, it had all of this wear when I first got it. It's pretty well used. Seems like a decent quality holster. It's got a little metal thumb tab there, so that easily breaks. It seems like good, you know, high quality leather that they used and everything. So I'm sure that this was probably actually used for a Beretta 92F or 92FS, but it was for Beretta 92. So I kind of feel like it goes along with this, you know, gun okay. And I kind of use this holster, not that I use the holster, but I got this holster for my Beretta 92. I purchased two of these 92Ss. And this one was actually going to be a project gun. And I've just, you know, it's kind of been thrown on the back burner. And to be honest with you, you know, I kind of forgot that I had this and what I was planning on doing with it. So I'll get that going again soon. I just kind of wanted to take an older Beretta 92S specifically and just kind of see what fun little new goodies you can throw on it. This is the first Beretta 92S I purchased. And this one I wanted to leave all original. Does not have the notch for the... it's got the little slide arrestor in case the slide should break. That was a modification done later on. And some of the 92Ss were modified, and they added that on. So, anyways. So this holster I recently picked up, once again, from Sportsman Guide. And at first when I saw it was a white holster, they have it described simply as a Italian military surplus holster. Which, like I said, all of the, you know, police units of the Italian military, from my understanding at least, are actually kind of divisions of the military. So all of your different police forces and stuff are kind of under the military name. So that would be, you know, technically correct for this. A lot of times when you see pictures of the Italian police, they have like a lot of white belts, white leathers. There's a lot of white accents on what they use. So when I saw this, I got excited. But this is actually, as you can see there, Polizia Penitenziaria, however you say that. Basically, this is for their prison guards and the people that transfer prisoners, you know, to and from different prisons and to and from the court. So I looked them up on Google, just trying to find like an image of this holster. And most of them seem to have like a little submachine gun. I think it's a Beretta model. I'm not sure what it is. I've seen some pictures of them before. But that seems to be their primary weapon. I finally found one picture, and it was of a female officer that had this. It looks like they're in a courtroom, like escorting someone that was getting tried or something. But for the most part, for these guys, they seem to have little submachine guns. But, this holster is pretty close, at least to what it would look like for what the police were using. I did notice the police ones, they do seem to be opened up at the end like this as well. So I don't know if it's necessarily the exact same holster and maybe just marked differently or doesn't have that marking on there. There's really no other markings, though. And as you can see, this holster is very, very worn. I was a little wary about ordering this because the one they had in the picture is worn just as bad as this, if not worse. And I'm like, oh God, if that's what they're showing in the picture. Because I bought a little ammo pouch that's like this Italian surplus. And the one they had in the picture looked pretty decent, but the one I got kind of looked more like this. So, but for me, I got what was pictured by them. And once again, I think the price was around, it is under $20, I'm pretty sure. And once again, I believe this one was actually probably used for a Beretta 92F or FS. You can see the safety on the other side here kind of really wore in, so I'm wondering if that's the ambidextrous safety that they put on the newer ones. I mean, all this kind of actually seems a little loose, but it definitely was for a Beretta 92. You can see that those slide markings worn in there pretty well. So I just kind of want to show you guys this. These are both pretty affordable holsters. And I know a lot of people have the 92S. So it was a very popular surplus gun. So if you're looking for a holster, something to kind of go along with it, you've got a couple of options on Classic Firearms, or excuse me, on Sportsman Guide. Got the guns from Classic Firearms. So I just wanted to share that with you guys real quick. And kind of a little tease here. Speaking of holsters, we've got another gun review coming up next month. So there you go. All right, guys. I hope this was useful to some of you guys. If you liked it, please like and subscribe.